Because I believe the sheep also crush the stubble, and it's like last year where you use quite a lot of sheep on the stubbles, that you haven't got the problem with planting that the stubble can go through the tines. So yeah, you can say you compact the ground or what's the best, but I believe the sheep, the dung they leave on the ground, that's fertilizer. That's your best fertilizer. So yeah.
Yeah, but you've just said now that the one that you had stubble on, the wheat looks much better due to the drought, compared to the one that didn't have lucerne. So, are you going to try and keep a lot of stubble on one camp, that we can see if the stubble has got the same effect on the grain phase?
You mean to grazing and leaving the stubble?
Yeah,
but the grazing is not so heavy that says no stubble on the fields. There's quite still a lot of stubble left over after the grazing. But yeah.
Did you test the soil for compaction? How do you know that there's a lot of compaction after your lucerne? And then have you tested maybe going just in without ploughing in your lucerne with a no-till planter compared to ploughing? I mean, you need to test the produce as well as the cost, the economy between the two systems, because as I suggested, your soil might be built up quite well after your 6 years, 7 years of lucerne. Now coming in with a plough and destroying all that good work. So it might be an option to test directly with your no-till planter without worrying about soil compaction.
I didn't test it with an instrument, but I've got a 25-tine planter and a 44-tine planter. And the tractor who pulled the 44-tine planter, I put it in front of the 25-tine planter. And when you put that tractor with the 25 tines into a lucerne camp and you let it down, the tractor can't pull the planter.
Even if the soil is wet.
Even if the soil is wet. So I think it's a good test that your soil is compacted after your grazing phase. And yeah, last year we've got interesting, in the start of harvesting, we've got 6-7 inches of rain. And so on your canola fields, because after the rain we started harvesting canola. And I've got the experience when we planted this year, that canola fields, the tractor struggled with the planter in the canola fields, and the other, in the wheat and barley, it pulls much easier because it was drier when we started harvesting the canola and the wheat. I don't know if the
we had the same comment yesterday from guys that they had to harvest in the wet. This year those fields were definitely, there was problems with germination.
Yeah.